Hello Pisces, and welcome to your May 2016 General Tarot Card Read. Dee here, and with me is my dear friend Lucy.
Hello.
So this is a general read. I want you guys to keep that in mind, but there are 3 different reads here. And for some of these reads, they're a little heavy. In fact, when we were drawing cards and when I was drawing the cards, I really felt kind of a heaviness behind it. And I think that there's going to be a couple of these reads that speak specifically to someone. So keep that in mind as you're going through this. But there is 3 separate reads, and hopefully one will resonate with you. If not, I would look at your rising sign. And I don't normally say that with every single read when we're doing this, but I think that for Pisces, I think it's acceptable because there's a lot of energy in this read. When we do this and we set up the stuff, I always see colors usually that goes with each of the reads. And for you guys, I keep seeing yellows and oranges and whites and more kind of bright springy colors and all that too, because I really think that for you it's the sun shining in on your situation, and you need to keep that in mind as we're talking, because I know a few of you are going through a hard time right now. So with that being in mind, I'm going to have Lucy start. She's going to start off with the cards that we pulled for the year for May, and we're going to do that. We also have 2 oracle cards that we'll go over. So let's go ahead and begin.
Now the pull-in for the month of May from the yearly for me is the Empress. Now the Empress's action is mostly internal and nurturing. She is the mother archetype for whom all life flows, okay? Her message here is creation and passion. So use your passion to create something worthwhile, some kind of project, while maintaining a healthy balance, and tend to your garden is her message. Okay. We move on to the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands is swift energy. It indicates passion and bravery, ready for adventure. You're moving quickly along. Your passion is carrying you along. Your creativity is carrying you along. So you are excited about this adventure. The caution of this card is fools rush in. So keep that in mind, and a little caution with your excitement, a little caution with your adventure, but go for it wholeheartedly, okay? Just a little caution. Now the 4 of Swords is about taking a respite, a well-needed respite after the energy of the 2 first cards. This is a time to rest yourself, to gather your thoughts, to be at your best for your continuing adventure, which is, of course, your life. So take this time out, tend to yourself a little bit, take your respite, regroup, center yourself, meditate, whatever you need to do, right? The next card is Justice. Now, Justice holds in her hands the future and the past. The scales represent a karmic balance, and with her help, you are to align your past with your future. Take responsibility for the actions that you have taken, learn from your mistakes, and forgive yourself, okay? If you've made mistakes in the past and they're weighing heavy on you, realize that you can learn from those mistakes. You do not have to repeat them. And go forward. Forgive yourself. The 3 of Wands.
Oh, no.
Oh, the Queen of Wands. Sorry about that. I do have the Queen of Wands here. I really do. The Queen of Wands is serene there, as you can see. She's looking out. She's looking for action. She's looking for the next step in her life. She's being protective. She's alert. So she will either wait for it to come to her, or she will seek out the next adventure. And perhaps a new project is waiting for her. So don't let your ego get in your way. And if it's not your project and it's someone that you're working with, show them your respect, and help them with it. Don't take credit for credit is not due. Okay? The Two of Swords indicates there's a conflict going on, an internal conflict. It's between your intellect and your intuition, these aspects of yourself. So what you need to do here is let go of your fear, take the blindfold off, and face the situation as needs be. Whatever there is there for you to face, engage it, and make the progress, make the decisions that you need to make.
Okay. So for my read, the card I got for you guys for the month is Justice. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Anytime Lucy and I get the same card in a spread, there's usually a reason for it. And when I originally had talked about it in the year one, it was more about legal matters being in your favor. This talks about balancing forces. It's about finding the equilibrium in your life. And I really feel that for you guys this month, you need to find the equilibrium in your life. You need to balance yourself out as much as possible. But there are some of you too that's going to be dealing with legal matters, and they will come out in your favor as long as you follow the law. And you've got to keep that in mind for the month. So the first card I got was the Ten of Swords. Now this is a heavy card. It's, as you see, the swords are on her back. She's overweight. She's bowed down. She feels helpless. She feels hopeless. She is surrendering to what she believes is inevitable, even though she could move out of the way of the swords. And it talks about ruin. But the thing is that for some of you, I know you're feeling this way this month. You're feeling defeated. You're feeling stabbed in the back. You're feeling overwhelmed. And I just really want you to know that you're being watched out for. And this may be just a feeling. It's not fact. And you need to remember that. Because the next card that I pulled is the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands talks about creativity, ingenuity, but the thing about the King of Wands is he knows exactly who he is and knows exactly what he's capable of. And for some of you, you need to embody the King of Wands. You need to start looking at your strengths and not your weaknesses. You need to know what you are and who you are and what you are capable of. And that's going to help you overthrow that feeling of hopelessness and ruin. So you need to focus on that and know who you are, because you are a powerful person, Pisces. I really, truly believe that when it comes to this read. So you need to embody the king this month for yourself. And what I thought was really interesting, the next card I pulled was a Hierophant. Now you're dealing with two male energies. So I really feel that this also could be for a man in our audience, that somebody who's in a position of authority. You're also a king. You're somebody that embodies a lot of these qualities, and you've been kind of knocked over and knocked down, but it's time for you to pick yourself up and move on. The Hierophant is about learning. It's about seeking guidance from a higher authority, and it's about connecting to your divine source. And there are times in our lives where we need to realize that we're not in control of our life, and that's when you need to really seek that guidance and that higher authority that's above you. And I truly believe it's God. Whatever you believe, that's up to you. But I really feel at this time you need to really not only know who you are and what you're capable of, but know who your Creator sees you as, and start embodying that, because it's going to help you get through the stuff that's been coming at you. Then the next card is the Knight of Cups. And then this knight is very interesting. Knights are all about energy, and with that he's holding a chalice, and this chalice is a chalice of hope for you. It's about being enthusiastic. It's fighting for what you're passionate about and attaining your heart's desire. So I really feel that once you guys start really connecting back to your higher power and connecting into who you are and what you are capable of, that things are going to start, it's going to start bringing you hope, and it's going to come in like a really nice energy and pick you back up again and bring the sunshine back into your life so that you can attain your heart's desire. The next card I thought was interesting, because for some of you, I really feel that you're fighting, and that might be part of why you're battle weary in a way. And the Seven of Wands speaks about that. This Seven of Wands is about protecting the secrets from negative harm. It talks about bravery and courage, because if you see, she is standing in front of a doorway and she's fighting off these other wands that are coming at her. So for some of you, you're going to feel like you need to fight things off, but even though you've been doing this and you've been going on and you feel bad or weary, there's a door behind you and there's a way out of this situation. You just need to balance yourself and connect back to that. And do you have anything you want to add to this?
Mm-mm.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually when I see Lucy nodding and doing, it's like, okay, then we need to, I usually ask her, and that's why I'm asking. So now we're going to do your guys' reads together. And this one's very interesting again, because we've, you know, Lucy pulls her cards and I do mine, and then we come together and we do it that way.
Yep.
That way we don't contaminate the energy between
No.
us. But it's amazing how again and again and again, this just kind of flows. So
Yep.
we're going to start
It
with
does.
this. For the month, it's the Empress and Justice. Two very powerful female figures, but yet it's talking about new beginnings and nurturing so that you can get the balance in your life. So this is about nurturing and
Feeling and intuition.
and having that
and,
rebirth to where you're able to balance. So be aware of that energy this month, that it's calling you to balance, but it's also calling you to a new beginning and to bring
Right.
birth
Wonderful.
to all these things
Right.
that are coming, that you've got ideas about, and just nurture yourself, because there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Now, this isn't interesting, because when you do the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Swords together, you're dealing with that reckless energy from the Wands, the
Yes,
Knight
but
of
it's
Wands.
passion and it's bravery.
Right.
It is bravery.
So I think that you guys need to be brave through this dark time in your life that you're going through, because you're going to feel at times that you're stabbed in the back. But be brave, and sometimes even be reckless. Go for it. You know, fight for what you believe in. Move forward to the battle that you're
Yep.
going into. Now, I really think that for some of you, you're going to take the time to find out who you are. And it's knowing what you're capable of. And again, it's the energy of the King of Wands along with the Four of Swords. So it's taking that time to know who you are. Take that time to nurture yourself.
Yeah.
Turn it into time where you do what you need to for you. Don't be afraid to tell people no for a little bit.
Yep.
And then listen to yourself. Listen to your creativity. I get more. This is about work and thought and your thought process. I really feel it's your thought
Intellect.
process.
Yeah. Listen to your intellect.
And for some of you, it's almost a mental thing. Yeah. So embody the King of Wands. Know who you are and what you're capable of. Justice in the Hierophant. Wow.
Prepare to draw to. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some of you that feel the authority from your church or your religious institution is really weighing you down. And I really feel that there's going to be justice to be done. You just need to keep yourself balanced as much as possible. Connect with the higher power that you believe in, and not just what the institution's telling you.
Right. Take responsibility for your life. Take responsibility for your own decisions.
And justice will be done.
yes.
Then this is interesting. This one speaks to love. This is the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups. And the Queen of Wands, like she said, is somebody who knows herself. She's very sure. She will sit back and be
Confident.
serene,
Yes.
but yet she will go after what she wants.
Yes.
And then you've got the energy of the Knight of Cups, which is about bravery and hope. And I think that I see a man and a woman. There's a love relationship here between a Queen of Wands and a Knight of Cups. In fact, he might be a little bit younger, the one that's the Knight of Cups. This person's a little bit younger, but not much. So I think that for you guys, you've got a lot of emotional stuff going on. I see her as more calm and cool, collected. It's funny too, because Pisces is a water sign and that's more your emotional, but yet I see somebody is embodying the Queen of Wands and this Knight of Cups. And this is a lot of good energy here. I think this is a good thing. In fact, if you've been wondering whether or not this is a good relationship, I would say yes. I really get a good positive energy feel from this. Sideline there. Then to end up, we have the Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So this is about,
Internal conflict.
yeah, internal conflict. And this is the internal conflict too, fighting for what you believe in and standing up for that. And I think that for some of you, it's an internal thing too, where you're just being tossed and turned and pulled this way and that and don't know. But take the time this month to really sit down and figure out who you are and what you're capable of, because you're capable of a lot of good things. so that you can continue fighting and be brave and be courageous.
Take that blindfold off.
So the other thing that we got was, this is the first oracle card, is the Knight, which is talks about triumph over adversity. And when you couple it with the other two Knights, you got a lot of energy this month, even though you may not feel like it is, but you will triumph over adversity.
Stuff there.
And I think that for some of you guys, you need to embody a Knight. You need to embody the bravery and the courage and the recklessness, but yet, and the passion, yes. And move forward, and keep your emotions under control, but take chances. Then we got this one, which, have we ever gotten this card before?
I don't think so. I don't think we've ever got the magic spring before.
This one's the magic stream. Now, you may think, how does this fit into the read? But go ahead, and Lucy's going to read to you what it means, and then we'll kind of elaborate.
Every experience you have seems to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for greater inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. You know, in order to appreciate the mountaintop, we have to go through the lows. Yep.
And I truly believe that for quite a few of you, you're in a low period right now in your life, and you may feel that there's not an end to it. But like this card says, it's all part of the flow. It's about a continuation, and it's all about building that story that is your life and the impact that you have upon the people around you.
Yes.
And keep that in mind as you're going through this. It's temporary. I really truly believe you've got a lot of strong push behind you and a lot of energy. It's temporary, and you can either let it overwhelm you to where it becomes like a mental mind mess up, or you can go ahead and use that and channel it and be brave and be courageous and triumph over the adversity that you feel is going on in your life. And remember that it's just all part of the story that's you, and to continue forward.
Yes.
Again, you cannot have the highs without the lows. You can't hit the mountaintop without going through the valley. And we all go through the valley at one time.
Yes, we do.
So Pisces, thank you for for sticking here with us and listening to this. And we just want you to know you're in our thoughts. If you guys have any comments or you have anything you want to share with us, please do. You can either leave it in the comments or send us an email. Believe it or not, we do go through our emails. We do get busy, but we do go through them. We try to respond with everybody. And we just want you to know we're sending positive energy your way, and for you to connect with who you are and the one that watches over you, because you are being watched over. Do you have anything you want to add, Lucy?
No.
All right. Walk in light, peace, and love, and we'll see you soon.
Goodbye.